Let's look at wife in the prophets. Let's go to Ezra chapter 2, 61 and 62. And of the children of the priests, the children of Habah, the children of Koz, the children of Barzillai, which took a wife of the daughters of Barzillai the Gileadite, and was called after their name. Those sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore they, as polluted, put from the priesthood. Let's go to Nehemiah chapter 7 and 63. And of the priests, the children of Habiah, the children of Koza, the children of Barzillai, which took one of the daughters of Barzillai the Gittite to wife, and was called after their name. Let's go to Esther 5 and 10. Nevertheless, Haman refrained himself, and when he came home, he sent and called for his friends and Zizra his wife. It's going down to 14. And then said Zeresh his wife and all his friends unto him, Let a gallows be made of 50 cubits high, and tomorrow speak thou unto the king, that Mordecai may be hung thereon. Then go through in Mariam with the king unto the banquet. And the thing pleased Haman, and he caused the gallows to be made. Let's go to chapter 6 and 13. And Haman told Zeresh his wife and all his friends everything that had befallen him. Then said his wise men and Zeresh his wife unto him, If Mordecai be of the seed of the Jews, before whom thou hast begun to fall, thou shalt not prevail against him, but shalt surely fall before him. Let's go to Job, chapter 2 and verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, Doest thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die. Let's go to 19 and 17. My breath is strange to my wife, though I intrigue for the children's sake of my own body. Chapter 31, 9 and 10. If my heart have been deceived by a woman, or if I have laid wait at my neighbor's door, then let my wife grid unto another, and let others bow down upon her. Let's go to Psalms 109 and verse 9. Let his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow. Let's go to 128, and we want verse 3. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the side of thine house, thy children like olive plants around about thy table. Let's go to Proverbs, we want 5 and 18. Let thy foundation be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let's go to 6, 28 and 29. Can one go upon a hot coals, and his feet not be burned? So he that goeth in unto his neighbor's wife, whosoever touches her, shall not be innocent. Let's go to chapter 18, 122. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. Let's go to 19, 13 and 14. A foolish son is the calamity of his father, and the continuance of a wife are a continual dropping. Houses and riches are the inheritance of fathers, and a prudent wife is from the Lord. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 9:9. Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of thy life of thy vanity, which he hath given thee under the sun, all the days of thy vanity, for that is thy portion in this life, and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun. Let's go to Isaiah and 54 and verse 1. Sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, that thou didst not travail with the child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, saith the Lord. Let's go on over 6. For the Lord hath called thee as a woman, forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth, then thou wast refused, saith the Lord. So Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not the land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return again unto me, saith the Lord. Let's go to 20. Surely as a wife treacherously departs from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, saith the Lord. Let's go to chapter 5, verse 8. They were as fed horses in the morning. Every one neigheth after his neighbor's wife. Let's go to chapter 6, verse 11. Therefore, I am full of the fury of the Lord. I am weary with holding in. I will pour it out upon the children abroad, and upon the assembly of the young men together. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken, and the age with him that is full of days. Let's go to Jeremiah 16 and 1 and 2. Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have a son or daughter in this place. For thus saith the Lord concerning the son, concerning the daughters that are born in this place, concerning their mothers that they bore them, and concerning their fathers that begot them in this land. They shall die of grievous death, and they shall be lamented. Neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword, and by the famine, and by their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven, for the beasts of the earth. Let's go to Ezekiel. We want 16, and we want 30 through 32. How weak is thy heart, saith the Lord God, seeing that thou all these things, the work of an imprecious, whorish woman, in that which thou buildest thine enchant place in the head of every way, and market thine high place in every street, and hast not been as a harlot, in that thou seekest the hire, but as a wife that committeth adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband. Let's go to chapter 18, 5 through 17. But if a man be just, and do that which is lawful and right, and that hath not eaten upon the mountain, neither hath lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, neither hath defiled his neighbor's wife, neither hath come near to a manservant's woman, and hath not oppressed any, but hath restored to the debtor his plague, hath spoiled none of his violence, hath given his bread to the hungry, and hath covered his nakedness with a garment. He that hath not given forth upon usury, neither hath taken any increase, that hath withdrawn his hand from iniquity, hath executed true judgment between man and man, hath walked in my statute, and hath kept my judgments to deal truly. He is just, he shall surely live, saith the Lord God. If he begot a son that is a robber and a shedder of blood, and that doeth the like of any one of these things, and that doeth not any of these duties, but even hath eaten upon the mountain, and defiled his neighbor's wife, hath oppressed the poor and needy, hath spoiled by violence, hath not restored the pledge, and hath lifted up his eyes unto idols, hath committed abomination, hath given forth upon usury, and hath taken increase, shall he then live? He shall not live. He hath done all these abominations. He shall surely die. His blood shall be upon him. Now lo, if he begot a son that seeth all his father's sin which he had done, and considereth, and doeth not such like, that hath not eaten upon the mountain, neither hath lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, hath not defiled his neighbor's wife, neither hath oppressed any, hath not withheld the plague, neither hath spoiled by violence, but hath given his bread to the hungry, and hath covered the nakedness with garment, that hath taken off his hands from the poor, that hath not received usury or increase, hath executed my judgment, hath walked in my statute, he shall not die for the iniquity of his father, he shall surely live. Let's go to chapter 22 and 11. And one hath committed abomination with his neighbor's wife, and another hath lowly defiled his daughter-in-law, and another in thee hath humbled his sister, his father's daughter. Let's go 24 and 118. So I spoke unto the people in the morning, and at evening my wife died, and I did in the morning as I was commanded. Now let's go to 33 and 126. Ye stand upon your sword, ye work abominations, and ye defile every one his neighbor's wife, and shall ye possess the land? Let's go to Hosea 1 and 2. The beginning of the word of the Lord of Hosea. And the Lord said unto Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredom, and children of whoredom, for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord. Let's go to chapter 2, 1, 2, and 3. Plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredom out of her sight, and her adultery from between her breasts, lest I strip her naked, and set her as in the day that she was born, and make her a wilderness, and set her like a dry land, and slay her with thirst. So chapter 12 and 12. And Jacob built until the country of Syria, and Israel strive for a wife, and for a wife he kept sheep. Let's go to Amos 7 and 17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be